your Swedish meatballs. Let's get into it. Every meal is superfood meal, right? First thing, get your deep fryer. You don't have to use a deep fryer. I'm using it because it's convenient. You're gonna fill it. I'm using avocado oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you like, though high heat avocado oil seems to be the best choice when you want to preserve nutrients for high heat cooking. Okay, and I'm actually out of my avocado oil, so I'm gonna have to add some of this blend of coconut and avocado oil to it. It is refined, but I'll be okay. Okay, you want to bring this up to bring it up to 375, and then in a bowl, in a big bowl, you're going to add some finely chopped cilantro, some finely chopped green onion. Okay, I have a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of onion powder, tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, and a tablespoon of Peruvian chili powder. Okay, so that is the base of this. If you want the flavor, it's got some good. There's some good nutrients, iron, magnesium, all this kind of stuff in there. Okay, then to that bowl we are gonna add. I don't know how much cheese. I'm gonna add in enough cheese to where I can see it in the little meatballs. Okay, so I'm gonna add some Colby Jack cheese. I'm gonna add 1 pound of fresh ground turkey, and I'm gonna add about a half a pound of ground beef, and I'm gonna add two eggs. All right, 2 eggs. And then you're gonna use your, if you're not on keto, you can use breadcrumbs. What I have in here is, like, you know when you fry stuff and the breading comes off of it sometime, that is what I use, because you can see my rack right there, right, where I put this stuff on the rack and the breading. I use that. I don't throw it away. So I'm gonna use those crumbs for my breadcrumb, and it came from coconut flour and almond flour. Okay, so I'm going to use those crumbs in there. If you don't have those crumbs, you can just add almond flour to what am I trying to say? It's early morning. Okay, you can add almond flour to thicken this up. Okay, now here's the optional part to make this the superfood meal. Okay, which is what I'm gonna do. This is the base. You can just do that with the meatballs, and you're gonna form the little balls. You're gonna bread them, and then you're gonna put them in your frying basket. Toss them in the oil. Okay, but the superfood option, I have a tablespoon and a half of chia, a tablespoon of maca powder, 4 tablespoons of flaxseed meal, a tablespoon of turmeric, and for a little bit of robust flavor, I have some rosemary in there. Okay, and so I'm gonna add that to mine. Then you're just gonna take your ground turkey. You're gonna take your half a pound of ground beef. You're gonna take your 3 eggs, put it in here, mix it all together with the cheese, and we will be back. Okay, here we are. I have it all mixed up, and I just want you guys to look at something. Okay, hope the light is good. Look at this. When you focus, come on, focus. Okay, look at this. Do you see all of that in what's gonna be these meatballs? The onion, the cheese, the cilantro, all those spices, the chili powder, the flaxseed, you know, you can see it. And so when you are cooking, you know, it's not just cooking just to eat. You're eating with your eyes. You're eating not, you know, you're eating with your taste, but you're eating with, you know, you get this dopamine release when you put in a little effort to make something delicious, and it comes out amazing. Okay, so look at, I mean, all that in there. You can already tell that when these cook up, it's gonna be delicious. You don't even have to guess. It's just gonna be really good. Okay, so I've got my meat mixture here, and I went ahead and these are my quote-unquote breadcrumbs. Okay, like I said, from stuff that I fried, I took those breadcrumbs that come off, and then there's a little bit of almond flour in here with it. Okay, and I'm just whisking it to get all the clumps out because I don't really want clumps. Okay, and I also have my oil here in the deep fryer on 375. So all you do, this is really easy. I'm gonna wet my hand so that the meat mixture does not stick to my hand. Okay, and I'm just gonna take, and you guys know I love to eat, so this isn't a joke for me. I'm gonna take one about that size. Okay, look at that cheese and cilantro in there. That's gonna be so good. Any Dominican and African can come to my house, have some mango mavi and the stuff that I make. So I'm gonna make them about that big. I'm gonna say that's like an inch and a half in diameter, maybe. I don't know. Make them as big as you want. I'm gonna take them into the breadcrumb and just roll it around. Roll it around like that. Take it in my hand again. Make sure the breadcrumbs sit into the meatball because I don't want it to come off in my oil. Okay? And that's what you get. So I'm gonna make a lot of these. Put it on my foil paper there, and I'm gonna let them sit there. The reason I want them to sit is because I don't like I said, I don't want the breadcrumb to come off in the oil. So when I finish this, I will come back. There they are. I mean, look at this. Guys, I want you to look. Okay, I want you to look at this. Do you see this? They're not even cooked and they already look very appetizing, where you know this is the kind of relationship you want with your food, where even when you are cooking, you know, let's say you're over a hot stove cooking, you just enjoy this because it has this amazing quality about it. So okay, now that I am done marveling over good food, what I'm gonna do is take my frying basket, and I don't want to overcrowd it. I'm gonna put enough where I have enough room for these in my Dutch oven because the sauce is gonna go over these. Okay, and I'm gonna take let's just say 4. Let's see if I can fit 4 in here. I don't want them to steam. That's why I don't want to overcrowd this basket. Okay, so I got 4, and I'm gonna put them in the hot oil for about 5 minutes or until they're crispy on the outside. While those are frying up, and I'm sure you can hear them in the background, while those are frying up, you want to get a saucepan, and I just melted this mayo. I need it to be melted, and I added a little bit of water to it. You're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of mayo, okay, into a saucepan. Okay, you're gonna add let's go with a teaspoon and a half of fennel seed. You're gonna add 1/3 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and this pan is on low heat. Low heat. Okay. We're gonna add some mustard seed. Okay. And about a tablespoon of mustard seeds. You're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of organic liquid stevia. You do not have to use a lot of that, and you don't want it too sweet. Okay. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of Louisiana hot sauce. Okay, that's the base of it. Add salt to taste. Okay. Add salt to taste. That's the base of this sauce. All right. Now, to complement the sweetness, I am going to add. This is the optional part. Okay. I'm going to add a tablespoon of ginger. I like heat, so a teaspoon of cayenne. These are herbs de Provence herbs. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of those. I'm also gonna add about, why is it clumpy? 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. No, screw that. 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Okay. Then I'm gonna take a key lime and squeeze it. 1 whole key lime. It's 1/2. Here's the other half. Okay, get all of that juice, that beautiful key lime juice. Get that. You want that hit of key lime juice. Okay. I'm gonna add some pink Himalayan salt to taste. Okay, because there's salt in the Parmesan cheese. And also optional. If you have it, great. If you don't, it's okay. Optional. A little dusting of ground coriander. Alright, get a whisk quick and mix this up. Mix it up. Just like that. You're gonna simmer this and reduce it on low heat while you are frying up those meatballs. Okay? So let that reduce and get a little thicker than it is now. It looks thick now, but it's not where I want it. It needs to be thicker. Okay, I will come back when this reduces and we are ready to put it in my Dutch oven and the oven, okay? It's not a joke. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. So good. Into my Dutch oven there. I ran out of space, so I put some of them into another pan, and all I did with the remaining sauce is added a little bit of water to it. Okay, and all I'm gonna do with that remaining sauce is just pour it over the top of the rest of my meatballs. Okay, just pour it over it. That, and then this pan for this Dutch oven, use it whatever top you want. This pan acts as a top for this Dutch oven. I'm just gonna put it on there, and this is gonna go in my oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. Okay, and we'll come back. I actually got a little carried away. I'm not done with this. What I wanted to do was grab some of the Colby Jack cheese. Sorry. I wanted to grab some of the Colby Jack cheese, sprinkle it over the top. Like this. You don't need a lot because there's already cheese inside of these, remember? Sprinkle that over the top. Just like that. Okay, now you cover it and put it in the oven, and we will come back when it's done. That unfortunately, I am in my fasting period and cannot eat this right away, but as soon as I get done with my first workout, you better believe, look at this. Wow, really juicy inside. All those herbs, spices, the rosemary, that onion, if it will focus. And then the cheese that's nicely crusted on the outside. Oh, I want to eat that so bad. That looks really good. Chock full of nutrients, okay? Full of nutrients. And the other ones, if you don't want this cheese crust on the outside, just don't put the cheese there. Just leave the sauce over it, and make sure you toss them through the sauce when it's done, and you won't get that cheese crust. I wanted that cheese crust, that's why I put the cheese on there. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Hope you guys try it. Like, share, subscribe, and come back for more. I will try to be more frequent with the videos. Alright, enjoy your food.